Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Tonight we're going to continue our deep dive into Tedori Jujitsu Blue Belt Tip 3. We're going to finish out Tip 3 with the body and the legs. So, once again, we are doing two hands to one side for this part of yellow belt. But when we grabbed the body before, we grabbed the lapel, we grabbed one side. If you switch the grip, it's the same thing. So we went both sides. Once again, if we grab here with two hands on one side, it's really just the same attack for either one. So instead of two hands on one side, we are going to start defending ourselves against some stances. You'll see this in the next couple videos as well for Tip 4 and Tip 5. So for this one, for the body is going to defend against a Muay Thai stance. And then against the legs, we're going to go for an offensive throw. It doesn't work. We continue it from there. Everybody's going to scream, "Oh, that's not a proper Muay Thai stance." Do not fear. It doesn't have to be. The idea is that if somebody takes that high-handed stance, you're going to come into a grappling situation as opposed to trying to strike them. You're trying to throw them off their game. That's the whole idea. So we're going to start with that for Tip 3 from the body. From the body, this is Kata, guruma, hayadori. So we will remember in yellow belt, they took a Muay Thai high hand open sort of stance. Yes? And if it is not the particular Muay Thai stance that you're familiar with, that's okay. It's against high hands, up and inside. They're trying to draw that strike in so they can block and clean your clock. So she's in this. Now you'll remember in yellow belt, before we came to the outside, because we didn't quite want our yellow belters practicing kata guruma, which is a pretty devastating throw. But now we're going to work for the kata guruma, but just like anything in blue belt, it doesn't work. So we go for the correct kata guruma. However, they are going to counter it. From that counter, we will counter with a few other things. Okay, let's talk about what I'm doing. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot to unpack. Once again, when you say nobody's going to stand still for all that, they're probably not. We don't plan on them standing still. We plan on them fighting back. That's why we're doing what we're doing. So, very first thing, lefty lefty. Kata guruma. Kata guruma. If you have them stretched out and up here, like, that's a fantastic throw. If you do it right, if you've got yourself coming in hard and fast, and they're expecting kicks and punches, and you come in with that throw, it's gonna be a good time. But we could, in fact, screw up and not get our grip correctly. So, if I come in here and I come down and I didn't have this stretched out nearly enough, all of a sudden she's got the guillotine. So I'm gonna shoot through, just like we learned here in Orange Belt, to get to the guillotine, and I get to the choke. But for whatever reason, I can't get the choke. It doesn't work. She's pulled off. So now that bump, break, and throw, close up the guy. Other side. Up. It didn't work. So I'm shooting through with my whole body and my whole foot to break that grip and come right back in here to there. Now again, for this bump, break, throw. Bump. There's the bump. You can do the break a couple ways. You can come over to the first side. Now I don't have to go over my head. However, we've learned two counters to this from this side. If I come on this side, literally she can push my ear, or she can grab here. So if I wish to prevent that, when I bump, I can come over here, and now there's only one counter to that, and that's to there. She can't do the really nasty throw to me. So there's counters to everything. Be ready for that. So as I come through and I bump, and I pull over, she tries to counter it, I'm going to turn my body more, and look, there is the Osoto from the Kotemaki Tori grip. At no point in this do we expect our uke to stand still. That's why we're doing blue belt. Blue belt is how to work through it when they won't stand still. So let's do it a little more akin to combat speed, shall we? Come here, you. Hey! 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 Simple as that, right? Okay. Now I'm very big. It's very easy for me to come in and manhandle her. Let's try a small person to be a big person. Were she to actually try to do kata guruma on me, there's no way she would lift me up like that. She's just not quite that much of a beast, and I am. 2 beasts and ate a fatter third beast in there. I'm huge. So what she's going to do is get ready to do kata guruma from the knee, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to counter it. We'll go from there. Lefty, lefty, righty, righty. Boom, and I come in and get this, so it doesn't matter. I don't like that. You have that bump, break, and throw something. Oh, good. I'm not going to let you throw me on the concrete. How about you do that and don't throw me on the concrete and I'll take a fall? Sound like a plan? All right. Come here. Oh, I don't like that a bit. Get out of here. Oh. And then break. And then, hey! Good, much better. Outstanding. So, bump, break, throw something right. One more time, real slow. We get in here, and as we come in, like this is a good throw right here, but I couldn't seal the deal with this hand. And now I'm hosed, so I gotta shoot through. I gotta shoot my whole body in to break up that. Again, I'm right here. I keep this in tight. This is a nice choke. I like this. But if they can get their hand up in time and pull out, there's the break. There's the break over here, and there's the complete turn. At any point in that series, that might have worked. I mean, I might just get the throw. If I don't get the throw, they go for the choke. I might get that second choke. If it doesn't go, we got the series of 3, the bump, break, and the throw Sotogari. Any one of those might work. Be prepared for it to work, but be prepared for it not to work, which is why we practice all the way lead. From the legs, this is kosoto gake, hayanage. Kosoto gake is very simple. We come up, we grip, we come to the outside, and we try for that gake. We're not trying for the gari, you know, and that low sweep, because then we get a moving forward and that, woo, and there's that low sweep, there's the gari. The gake is better if they're standing still, because I can come up and I can really wrap that thing around there. But for whatever reason, it doesn't work. So, I've got the wrist, I've stepped in, it didn't work. I continue my step out here, I continue to step back, and then I step this way, and simply throw my opponent out of my way. On the side. Same idea. So, I've come in here for that kosoto gake. I really like it, and it didn't work. So I've already got this arm. So again, I just step in, and then step back, woo, and launch my opponent. What are we doing here? So it's really very simple. It's a throw. Hey, anytime you work your throws, you have to work to break kazushi. For kosoto gake, I really like stepping this way, stepping my whole body, boom, and catching that up. But any one of us can have a bad day and be lazy. And it didn't work. I didn't break the kazushi. So when I step here, oh, see, I tried this. I didn't really get that. And it really didn't work. So I break kazushi back, right here. There's all my weight. If I'm fighting them back, they're going to try and push forward. Thank you. And I step back and go with it. So the idea, we'll do this on the other side so we can see. what's on the other side. You know, when I come in here and I go for this and I didn't get the kazushi off. So, kazushi off, kazushi off. You will see us running around like this, you know, they just run away. What if they run away? Get up, at least they're away from you. Most people, not knowing this is coming, are just going to lawnmower. You jerk that arm, pull them hard, they're going to face plant, and then you have an even better chance to scurry out of there. But if they're smaller than you, let's see if we can still pull them off balance. Kosoto gake, one of her favorite throws. It's a good throw for her. I didn't like it. Now, let's have you step with your foot this time instead of just trying with only your hands. Let's do it again. Now, don't, here, come back. When we do this, when we're here, we don't step super deep with our first foot. We just kind of step here. We step deep with the inside foot that's close to them, because that's the one that's stepping back. Otherwise, you've pulled them so far off balance, they're just going to fight it. This way, we pull them off balance just enough that instead of a big fight, you get a little fight, and they do the work for you. Make me do the work for you. There we go. Boom, didn't work. Set your foot down. Now grab that and pull back. Oh, and I'm fighting. Whoa, yeah, there you go. Woo! I gotta go. If I don't move, I'm gonna fly. So again, get that big step, move me off balance. You got this. Yeah, there it is. Oh, didn't work. Big step. Oh yeah, there you go. That's moving me. Good job. Outstanding. So all this is kosoto gake. But it's a failed kosoto gake. What do you do from a failed kosoto gake? Well, you might as well run them off balance and make them get out of your way. So that was Tedori Jujitsu Blue Belt, tip 3, from the body and the legs. Obviously the legs, it was real simple tonight. You're just trying to throw them. Again, we talk about trying to do both hands to one side. We've already done a single leg grab, and nobody does a single leg grab with one hand. You do a single leg grab with both hands. So we've already done that. So we did single leg grab for tip 1, we did single leg grab, or double leg grab for tip 2. So for tip 3, now we're going on into other things. You will see in tip 4 and 5 where we start attacking more stances. So this was attacking the stance, arms akimbo, with kosoto gake. We attack the stance, this high stance like you might find in Muay Thai. We're going to attack it with kata guruma, and then when kata guruma does not work, we go into other things. Now for all of you out there screaming, no one in Muay Thai will ever let you get kata guruma, there's other counters to the Muay Thai stance that will also come up, and it really depends on what they're doing. We call it the Muay Thai stance because it's an easy term to reference. It doesn't necessarily mean they do Muay Thai, and it doesn't mean you're going to be able to do that in the ring, Muay Thai ring, because gloves not going to let you do kata guruma. But kata guruma is a great throw, and you might as well learn to use it against somebody who's defending high to pop low and hit that thing. And if they defend against it, you've got other tools in your toolbox. Try this with some resistance, especially the kosoto gake. Try it with resistance. Try the kata guruma with somebody throwing some strikes at you at half speed. Work it up a little faster. Work to get in to get that kata guruma, and then work on what happens if the kata guruma doesn't work. If you still don't like it, well, come to class. Try it out with us. Other than that, stay safe. Thanks.